Okay guys, so we have the new Super Duty. So the new Ford Super Duty, which has a GVM of 4495 and an 8-ton GCM. Now, very, very popular choice of people at the minute. What we've got here is our new dual cab. Now, dual cab's the heaviest of the range, which comes in at, I think it's 1675 kilos. So that gives us an ability to carry, in total, 1800 kilos of payload. So when we talk payload, we're talking about people in the car, bull bars, side steps, ball weight as well. So it accommodates all that sort of stuff. So from what we're working on in our space, what we're saying is, if this has an 1800 kilo payload, then, let's assume you got 4 guys at 100 kilos in the car. You got a bull bar, maybe a roof rack, 600 kilos is kind of maxing out anything you'd ever put forward of the car. So everything else is going to go in the rear. Obviously dual cab, worst case, single cab is going to be a little bit better because you're going to have better weight distribution. But what we've done here is we've put a tray frame on it so that we can do our testing with weight. So that tray frame's about 65 kilos to give you some reference of what we're doing. We've had the boys test load our Super Duty dual cabs with 1250 kilos on the back. This is sitting at about 2500. So it still has about 300 kilos of axle load still available. Now this particular one, which will be fairly standard across the range, I can just fit my fingers in between the bump stop, barely, and the leaf spring on this at 1250 kilos. And as I stated, if you're going to run a tray and a canopy with a little bit of gear in it, you're going to hit that 500, 600, 700 kilo mark. Plus you're going to add tow ball weight, etc., etc. So surprisingly enough, when we did the test on this car, the front ends only come up about 10 mil. So they're not have a lot of cantilever or poor weight distribution where you're getting this massive amount of lift in the front of the car as it weighs. But it's clearly gone down with 1250 kilos. It's gone down about 90 mil, so nearly 4 inches. And probably as that spring settles over a little bit of time, if you were to be doing that every day, that spring's going to drop probably another 10 or 20 mil. So as we can see, whilst they're designed to do that job, if you're going to be using load on these cars, you're going to be looking at some sort of spring upgrade. To be perfectly honest, I wouldn't like to be driving it with it nose in the air like that. I'd like to see it holding the weight a little bit better. We will have a solution for that very, very shortly. But as I said, this car hasn't had a 50 mil lift or anything like that either. This is in stock form. So obviously if you raise that suspension 50, you're going to need to raise the rear 50. Airbags are going to give you a little bit more support in that realm, but they're not going to give you a lift. So you are probably going to have to be doing additional spring work or whatever. But as I said, we will have a solution for this very, very shortly. So all in all, the Super Duty's done pretty well. Like, it actually drives, it's quite a nice car to drive, even unloaded. Obviously you do know that it is a leaf spring. There's no getting around that. But they do seem to handle the load fairly well. obviously they're not lifting the front of the car a mile, so they're quite well distributed for weight. Obviously they're going to need some redoing of that rear spring, especially if you're going to do a 50 mil lift, for example. I don't really believe that anyone's going to really want to lift these over about 50 mil. I think that's a nice limit to keep this thing performing as it should without pushing the boundaries on it. They have different joints on their tail shafts and things like that. So pushing them too far is just going to give you knock-on effects of problems. We are looking at Alpha Electric 2.5s, manual 2.5s. We're also creating a 2.5 smooth body for those that are a little bit more fleet-based or a bit more economical based for a shock. But going below a 2.5 shock won't really do the job for the loads that this thing needs to handle and carry. But I think for that outcome, having a smooth body that is just put it in there for those guys that are their work trucks, workhorses. We do have a rear spring solution, which I mentioned earlier, which will be unlike anything probably anyone else is probably considering. That's with engineers at the moment, finalising analysis and stresses and things like that. So, but We got a chassis extension in the go for this as well. So with a bit of luck, the show's coming up, the Brisbane 4x4 show's coming up in March. Our goal is to have this car here, fitted out for you guys to check. It will also have a 300mm chassis extension. So for those that are looking down that chassis extension path, where our aim is to be at the show with that completed in the time space. So if you're interested to have a look, contact our office or come and see us at the show.